कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में इतना सा फर्क है, एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
A very good afternoon to each and everyone to our Business Opportunity Over Chai webinar series. I, Archana, along with the entire team of Franchise India, welcomes each one of you to our 326th edition of this webinar series. Franchise India is Asia's largest integrated franchise solution company since 1999, and we completely enjoy authority on franchising, licensing, and retailing. We have helped thousands of investors in getting the business solutions suggestions from our site. And we truly claim that no one sells more business than us, because we have helped more than 78,000 investors in getting the business opportunities from our site. We were the first company to introduce and develop franchise market in India. And through our 80 plus offices, we are helping day in, day out all the investors. With this introduction, may I invite and welcome management team of Franchise India, Gaurav sir, who is the chairman of Franchise India, and Sonia ma'am, she is the founder of Franwork. And we also invite and welcome our brand of the day for their presentation. But before that, I would like to invite Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am to talk about the great initiative which we have taken for all our investors under our Advantage program. Thank you so much, Gaurav sir, Sonia ma'am, for joining it. Over to you.
Thank you, Archana.
Thank you and very good morning.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sunil.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Very good afternoon to all our friends who have joined today. I'd like to welcome also panel members, Aditya ji, Kalpesh ji, and Avani ji who have joined today. And we start with wishing everybody a happy International Tea Day. Fearless. And I invite and also request Mr. Mare to give a brief introduction about the brand. I'll just take maybe a minute to tell you about the opportunity that you all see on the screen. And this is Investor Advantage program, friends. And we through this program at Franchise India, we advise all our investors who are looking at any kind of business opportunity to help them evaluate the options. And we understand these being uncertain times, the stakes which are involved are also higher than the regular times. And being an investor-centric, franchise-focused company, our endeavor has always been to advise prospective business buyers on opportunities and most importantly, how to evaluate them. And hence these series which are advisory series for investors. We help you take an informed decision by giving you assessment of the industry, assessment on the market, assessment of the competition, assessment on the brand that you want to take, and most importantly, self-assessment, wherein we also work with you to evaluate your own personality traits such as business skills, experience, knowledge, and ability to meet the challenges. You can reach on the hotline number for no obligation meetings on the Investor Advantage program, and we'll have our teams at Franchise India, including the management and the independent franchise consultants, who will help you and advise you on the opportunities. Now, I will like to give back to Mr. Maria to give a brief introduction about the wonderful brand opportunity that we're launching for the very first time through this webinar today.
Thank you, Sonia, and welcome, friends, and welcome to a very, very special edition today. We're very proud to launch, so to say, a new category, a new brand. And while it is coming from a family which has the best of the experience in the as an integrated operator from tea gardening to actually the retail and export of the teas. And so we are very proud to have Kalpesh Bhai available on the call. He's the one who's built a large business and now been having next generation, which is led between Avni and Aditya. They're leading the next big thing coming from their family. So Kalpesh Bhai, if we can start with you to give us a little overview how your journey really started, because it will be very important for everybody to understand how you have really, and know your family's experience in the tea business. If you can give us a little overview, and then we'll open up and pass it on to the Aditya and for him to get started and present the opportunity. You're on mute, Kalpesh Bhai.
Good afternoon, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Gaurav. We are in the business of growing tea since 1960s. I have been in the business since around 1974. Tea is world's largest beverage. All over the world, coffee has been after tea. Tea is the largest beverage in the world, and we have been in the tea business right from the word go. When my father started the business in the late 60s, I have joined him in 74. I can tell one thing, that in the whole world, tea is consumed in different forms. In our country, it is with milk and sugar, but world over, it's consumed black. Tea is the most popular beverage. It's also one of the most required beverage, I would say. Coffee can be a luxury beverage, but tea is an essential beverage in so many countries. I have started my career, early careers, I used to travel abroad, sell my teas in so many countries in the Middle East, and then into the East European countries in Poland and Russia. Set up the office over there in 1980s in Poland, then in 1990s in the Russian Federation came into existence after the fall of the communism, and all the countries were established, and Russian Federation is the biggest of them. Russia is also drinking a lot of tea from traditional times. Most of the tea, India is an exporter of tea from many, many years. And wherever the markets that we have, these markets have appreciated our teas. Our teas have been appreciated all over the world. And in our own country, the consumption of tea has been growing. And now we consume almost more than 90% of the tea that we grow in our own country. And it's mostly, I think, the second biggest tea consumer in the whole world. After China, India is the second largest tea consumer. So tea, as I have said, our world is tea. We grow tea, right from growing the tea from one single leaf. It is grown into a bush. And the life of one bush is around more than 100 years. We have bushes in our plantations which are more than 100 years. So it's a very hardy crone, and it can withstand all weather. And we are very much involved in our tea. We are proud to say that tea is our life, and we would like to bring this tea to our country now. I have been selling tea. Our company has been selling tea abroad for many years, almost 30, 35 years now. But I would like to bring it to our own country now. And then the new generation, Aditya, Avani, they have joined. And it's high time that we bring our tea to our own country. With that, I would like to leave you all and we will introduce our company. The plantation company is Jokai Estates. And the brand we have now launched is Fearless Tea. I hope everybody will be able to enjoy our tea, and we look forward to a nice partnership with everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Kalpesh bhai. It's a very, very and honest, experience which you have, and also to build a global tea market. And also, I think now I'd like to bring in Aditya to really start with the problem he's trying to solve. Because I have seen you cannot build any great brand in the world if you don't solve a problem. So he will start with probably the problem, and then we'll talk about the opportunities and that thing. So over to you, Aditya. And Aditya, if you can also give your experience, because you worked in top multinationals and you understand, a lot on the global market and India market, and especially on FMCG side. So if you can start with that and then give us all on this International Tea Day, the problem you're trying to solve and what you're bringing is an exceptional product in the market. Over to you.
Certainly. Good afternoon, first of all, everybody, and happy International Tea Day. We are super excited to be doing this on International Tea Day. I have my cup of tea here with me. Let me just share my screen quickly, just so that I can illustrate what we're trying to say here. Is it visible to all the members?
Yeah, you can do a full screen. Just go ahead and, yep.
Is that good?
Yeah, good.
Okay. So, as Mr. Maria was saying, I wanted to start first with the concept of the problem we are trying to solve here, right? So we'll start with the concept of tea, or as we call it, the misconception of it. There is a lot of assumption in India for different reasons that tea is not tea till you add milk. If you believe this, then you've never had real tea. This is what we feel as growers of tea, and as people who have been doing this for decades. My father has been doing this for decades, and the people who grow our tea in the plantations also believe this. Authentic real tastes are best experienced without additions or modifications. So if you think about the best scotches, the best coffees, they can be enjoyed black. However, most of the tea available in our country, the type which is in most of our houses, cannot be drunk black. And the simple reason for that is that the quality is of a different type. We will come to that. The most important thing is that over generations, we have got used to India's best products getting exported. We were one of these people. We still are. But now, and we had to make do with what is second best. Now we want to bring these best products which are exported to our own country. The problem, or the problem, as Mr. Maria said, which we are trying to solve is this. If you see the top photo on our screen, this is the concept of black tea in our country. It is a dust or powdery tea made using a CTC method. CTC stands for crush, stir, and curl. So after the leaf is plucked, you are basically putting it into the machine, which completely crushes it and then reformulates it into these pellets or powder. It is a much cheaper way to make tea, but the kind of tea you get after that is bitter and requires milk and sugar to drink it. Export quality black tea, the kind of tea that we grow, actually looks like this. It is made using orthodox method, and it is long leaves. So like high quality green tea, you will never see green tea in this powder form. You'll always see it in leaf form. Same way, black tea also can be in leaf form. It is just not been made available in our country. So this is the problem that essentially we are trying to solve, that if you want to quit milk and sugar, if you want to become healthier, you want antioxidants of green tea, but you still want the flavor of chai, which you are used to drinking, export quality black tea, which the world drinks. You go to Turkey, you go to Iran, you go to Germany, you go to UK, that export quality black tea, we want to make available and democratize it and make it available in our own country to the common man. So that is the opportunity. The Mr. Maurya, would you like me to continue the whole presentation, or should we take it like a Q&A?
No. I think you can go on a presentation and then we take a Q&A.
Sure. Okay. So as I said, this is the beginning of our entire process, right? Is the top of the screen visible, or is it being hidden with these icons?
No, it's okay. We can see.
Okay. All right. So this pie chart that you see here, quickly I'll tell you, 93% of the tea that India produces is CTCT, right? This is what we all drink in our houses. 5% is orthodox black tea, and we are making about 15% of that 5%. So what it means is that we are one of the largest producers of this orthodox whole leaf black tea in India. And we have been exporting it exclusively till now. In fact, the entire 60 million kgs of orthodox tea made in our country is exported. So India makes 1400 million kgs of tea annually, total tea. Out of that, CTC is about 1250 million. Orthodox is 60, green tea is 30, and others make up 20. However, this 60 million has never been sold in our country seriously. In fact, the small quantity of green tea which we make is easily absorbed, and a lot more green tea is imported. This is not really been explored, and this is where we want to bring this opportunity to Indians, because we are one of the biggest growers of it. So we have end-to-end supply chain control. We are bringing this export quality product to Indian houses. As I said, it is a tea that does not need milk. Mind you, if you would like to add some milk on the top, it tastes wonderful with it. So there is no issue with that. If you like your milk in your tea, you can absolutely add it. In fact, it will be even smoother. You may not need sugar because the bitterness is not there. You get the kick of chai without the calories. It is strong and flavorful, not bitter. Mainly, it reduces acidity and bloating, which is caused by milky chai. This is something which many people have told us in our research that, if I have doodh wala chai 2-3 times a day, I feel acidity. And that is mainly because the boiling with the milk and the sugar. The tea is not to blame. We have been exclusively exported, and now we will be bringing this to India. I want to quickly show you folks a video of our company so that you can visualize what we're talking about as a company, what we bring to the table. Hope that presentation was clear to the video was made available to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody saw that.
Okay, and now let me just quickly.
Yeah, if you want to also
Great.
the point where this doesn't require, because leaf tea normally would require, a lot of people have perception that it has a different kind of mechanism, but what you actually introduced is that you have to use the same way they do the regular CTC.
Yes. Great point, Mr. Maurya. Actually, one of the main reasons why this tea has not become big in India also, apart from the fact that the supply is consolidated between 2, 3 big growers like us. So unless we bring it, nobody really will. But apart from that, the other big issue, as you rightly pointed out, Mr. Maurya, is that we have engineered this product at our farm level to make a tea which can be made just like your chai. मतलब आप पतीले में उसको पानी गर्म कर सकते हो. You add the tea leaves like you add your normal chai patti. We are giving the spice mix in one of our variants, so you get the masala ka taste. It is a real spices. It's not any flavor or anything. It's real spices, real elaichi, real long, and all Indian real spices. And then you boil it for 2 to 3 minutes, and you strain it, and it is ready. So it is simpler to make even than Maggi. You know, it's like 2-minute Maggi, like that. It is 2-minute tea. Because chai takes about 10 minutes to boil. And the main thing is that because our tea is engineered in a specific way, it will not get bitter. So you boil it and you strain it and the black tea is ready. It will not be bitter. It will give you a very smooth tea. I'll quickly tell you the question we started with, that India is the largest tea drinking nation. It is also the diabetes capital of the world. And those things are not unrelated. It is really, is it that we are drinking tea, or mainly we are drinking milk and sugar? Because 3 times a day, if you drink milk and sugar, it is 200 calories per cup, and so much sugar, it's almost 600 calories. We did 1 year of research. We tested over 350 consumers, 80 nutritionists and doctors, and almost 1,000 tea blends. What we found is that chai drinkers want to reduce sugar and milk consumption. Green tea drinkers want a kick from their tea, like you get a kick from normal chai. And black coffee drinkers are suffering from acidity, just like chai drinkers. So there is one product which actually solves all these problems. It will give you the kick of chai. It is as many health benefits as green tea, if not more. And before workout, for black coffee drinkers also it works. And that solution is orthodox whole leaf black tea. The taste of chai with the health benefits of green tea. This is our brand, Fearless Tea. The packaging also took a long while to develop. We had a special illustrator internationally who developed this entire photo of the tiger and put it in our packaging. It is now available in India. The product, as I mentioned, is leaner, meaner, and better, not bitter. What India is drinking is on the left. It is CTC tea, crushed and reformed, needs milk, sugar, acidity, weight gain. The right is this chai of the future, because we believe this is what chai drinkers will evolve to. The younger generation will start realizing that they don't want to drink so much of milky tea all the time. And this is a rolled, not crushed tea. It's flavorful, not bitter, improves digestion, and a 0-calorie beverage. A lot of health benefits have already been documented for this. Whole leaf black tea is one of the healthiest beverages on the planet, with an antioxidant profile that is as good, if not better, than green tea. So whether you say antioxidants with the theaflavins, L-theanine, flavonoids, the weight loss effects have been documented extensively in NDTV, Times Now, Times of India. It's also prebiotic, means it helps your gut over a long period of time to help digestion. Immune health, this is a separate thing which is becoming very important now. The Toklai Research Association recently published a new study that black tea has the potential to inhibit COVID-19. That's a huge opportunity as we launch this black tea brand. And it also has the perfect amount of caffeine to keep you going. Quickly, a little bit about our tea gardens. We are the Jokai Tea Estates. These were established in 1872 by the British. We are now the family that is controlling these estates, the 7 gardens that we have. It has been 148 years of growing premium tea in these gardens. And we grow 7 million kgs of tea annually in our 7 gardens and export to 25+ countries. We have just not entered the Indian market yet. These are the names of our tea gardens. They are legendary names by itself in the tea circles. If you will just even Google Hathi Ali tea, you will realize at what prices this is selling internationally already. Here's the opportunity in the Indian market and a little bit of statistics around it, that specialty tea offers an exciting opportunity. It is a $450 million market today, specialty tea, and it is growing at almost this, it's growing at a really high CAGR, as you can see, 30%. A huge shift in consumption of tea from the recreational syrupy milky tea to specialty tea, greens, herbals, fruits, and now this orthodox whole leaf black tea, due to rising disposable income and awareness of health. In our consumer research, we found that 3 out of 5 consumers who surveyed said they would shift from milk to black tea if it didn't taste bitter. Due to health positioning of green tea, it has seen huge growth, but consumers still find it difficult to switch from milk tea to green tea because वो taste ही नहीं आता है. The last arrow that you see here, orthodox whole leaf black tea, it's very small base. There are hardly a handful of companies who have started it, but it is seeing phenomenal growth where it is available on the online channel. So orthodox whole leaf black tea is already selling in a big way online. It is just not been distributed offline in a big way. Here is the, we have quickly just written the health benefits and the thing that whole leaf black tea has. I don't know if you can see. The first column is milk tea, second column is green tea, third is black coffee, and fourth is whole leaf black tea. So whether you think about caffeine boost, antioxidants, immune support, prebiotic, weight loss, keto-friendly, vegan, reducing acidity or not bitter, whole leaf black tea ticks all these boxes, while as the other 3 beverages only tick some. We will source our volume from bringing new drinkers into the category. As I mentioned, green tea, black coffee, and chai drinkers. More than anything, we feel this will be an additional usage occasion in the afternoon or in the evening, where people are already having a full stomach. It's already been documented in the past few months. The Times of India ran an article, Black tea bioactives have the potential to inhibit SARS-CoV-19. Black tea has the potential to inhibit COVID-19. So this buzz has already started. We have made our product available on Amazon. It has hardly been 15 days, but it's already showing up on page 1 in the search for black tea. Our average rating is 4.7 out of 5. We've got a lot of good reviews for the product. We've also got endorsement in the social media space from celebrities, fitness influencers, and wellness industry. India's fittest man, Vedar Thapa, has already endorsed the product and he drinks it regularly. Pooja Dhingra, who is a baking celebrity in the Horeca circles, has also ran a story about this. Rakshanda Khan, who's a popular TV star, also got the product and is very excited about it and is telling her followers. Now we want to introduce this globally successful product to India. So we'll quickly run through the opportunity as we see. Our ideal partner profile will be gourmet food distributors. It could be existing super stockists. It could be distributors who are keen and capable of wanting to become super stockists, or existing FMCG distributors who are large and growing. Anyone who's already in the business of selling healthy snacks, healthy beverages, healthy chips, premium items, imported items, this is a perfect opportunity to add to the portfolio. Not to say that we are still open to all and every inquiry that is coming in. This is just to give an idea of what kind of product it is. To quickly talk about the margin structure, this is what we are proposing. So our MRP is 499 rupees for our core variant, the whole leaf black tea with the spices. And the way we are proposing is that it would be about 3 to 4% to the super stockist, 12 to 14% to the distributor, and going down to the retailer, 18 to 20%. This is obviously a case by case that we would take it. And then the retailer, from the retail network, it can go to modern trade, Horeca, airlines, or general trade. We'll go through the variants. The middle one is our original. This is just the black tea in this packaging. The one on the left is the warm and intense spice mix. So it's the black tea in which you get this warm and intense spice mix and a nice little wooden spoon. The right, which is the cool and refreshing, is the cool and refreshing spice mix. So this is made up of mint, lemongrass, fennel. So it gives you a cooling, like a mint black tea effect. The warm and intense is a cardamom, cinnamon, all Indian masala tea kind of spices. We are making this available already in our 100-gram cartons. We have giftable tin boxes, which look beautiful in 100-gram and 50-gram sizes. And we have a very innovative 10-gram size. So as a sampler pack, which can make about 5 cups. So this is almost like Maggi. You boil 4 to 5 cups of water. You open the sachet, you put the entire tea in it. You open the masala sachet, which is inside this. You empty it, and 4 to 5 cups of tea are ready for your family. We also have some merchandise. There's an enamel black mug. There's an infuser mug and a tea travel kit to generate excitement. Also want to stress that while we are talking about whole leaf black tea, our back end has the ability to supply all kinds of tea. So while our flagship product is Orthodox whole leaf black tea, if we have a partnership with a distributor or a super stockist, we can be your all-in-all partner for all teas, because we also manufacture CTC black tea, what India already drinks. We manufacture very high quality CTC black tea, very high quality green tea and white tea. These are also very much growing in our country. They are just not being given that much focus, the white tea especially. This is our team. As Mr. Maurya has already introduced us, Mr. Kalpesh Shah, who is the director and the co-founder, needs no introduction. Myself, Aditya, and Avni, who are part of the team as well. It's a family that breeds tea. We have all the certifications as an export house, Rainforest Alliance, Trust Tea, Ethical Tea Partnership, ISO, HACCP, recognized by the Tea Association of the USA as well. In a nutshell, this is the opportunity. Currently, the green tea market is approximately 800 crores, growing at almost 12%. Orthodox whole leaf black tea has the same potential to achieve this number even faster, because the production is in-house in India. We don't have to import it. Green tea has to be imported from China. With the national sentiment growing, why not sell this product which is already available in our own backyard? Partner benefits would be complete range, multiple box size, merchandise portfolio, vertical integration. We are also looking at celebrity endorsements, and marketing support is a given. This is our presentation in a nutshell. I wanted to leave some time also for questions at the end. So hopefully we are in good time.
Thank you, Aditya. And would you like to also touch upon a little bit distribution model? I mean, let's talk about the distribution and then we can get into Q&A model.
Yeah, so this is the slide that we have from a distribution model. I have it open here. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So as far as the distribution model is, as I mentioned, we are looking for distributors across the segment. It could be super stockists, it could be existing FMCG distributors. Large gourmet food distributors would be ideal for us, because they can use this as a complementary product in their portfolio. As far as the margins go, this is what we had discussed, just as a prima facie indicative, what we are looking at. Our warehousing is in Bhiwandi in Mumbai. So every fulfillment can happen from our warehouse to partners who would require it anywhere. Be it a CNF model, wherein it could go to a super stockist who then takes it to distributors, or it could be distributors directly who we work with, and the fulfillment could happen in Bhiwandi. As the company grows, we also have a warehouse in Calcutta and ability to actually distribute from there also. So the aim is that as business grows, we will then do the manufacturing of this in Calcutta also in our warehouse.
Thank you. So I'll try to summarize what we have discussed. One, it is a big shift in the category which already exists. So it's not that they are creating something else; they are giving a greater and a superior product to a lot of them. Like I've been drinking a black tea all my life. I've never had actually milk tea, and just for a lot of audience doesn't know, milk tea is actually not best recommended for your health. Also, it has a lot of digestion problem and other things. And even a one single milk tea, which you normally have a cutting tea in Bombay or any place, it takes about 8 hours to digest in your system. So which means that if you had 4 or 5 of them, you can understand that either it would not digest or you would have to live with it. But and a lot of people are actually having those kind of teas, and people would have at least 5 to 6 times a tea beverage in India. So what Aditya is trying to do is give a greater product to shift the people who are conscious, who are not interested to have the regular tea, and they don't have currently the product available under CTC. You don't get that kind of thing. जिसे हम दाने वाली चाय कहते हैं, वो चाय जो है, वो it's not right for having taken in the black form, because it's very bitter, and the whole formulation itself is a entire thing. And I've been fortunate to see the whole journey of how tea is made. Actually, dust is actually the last part, and the most residual part. The good teas have actually been exported. And because India was a poor country, and this actually tea was not old enough to be discovered in India. It's not कि हम लोग चाय पीते थे, ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ 50s or 40s से ही चाय का culture India में शुरू हुआ. It's not very old as a country also to have tea. And so what used to happen is that because most of the tea was exported outside, and we were left with this tea, and which started trading in different parts of India. And India में जो चाय जाती है वो अलग-अलग स्टेट के नाम से जाती है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द क्वालिटी. किस स्टेट में गुजरात की गुजरात के नाम से आती है, इसके नाम से आती है, तो ऐसे करके ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होती है. And the kind of freshness of this tea you get is actually not so fresh. While it looks like, by the time it is picked from there, processed in the factory, and actually drunk by any person at his home, by any Tata or any other product which is available in the shelf, is 8 to 9 months, because it has an auction cycle. Auction होती है, उसके बाद ये different distribution cycles में जाती है, and then it goes to the companies which really do that. So it's neither a fresh, neither a great product. And what Aditya is trying to do is shift that customer who's conscious for having a great product and currently not getting. Another thing which we have also seen in the last 10 years, the emergence of a lot of gourmet tea product companies which have actually put the pricing very differently. So Aditya is also trying to solve that. You can give a great amount of product which compares with the topmost leaf tea which is available in the market, but in a price which can compare and convert the person who's affording the regular tea. So my first question, Aditya, really starts with giving a little bit of a price comparison, which you want to do to all the other products available, because we are shifting the market, we are shifting the people who are having a, say, a Brook Bond tea and trying to do that while we are uplifting that entire thing. What is that shift meaning? And especially when you do comparison on CTC and also a lot of dip teas, which are sachet teas, and you can comparison on that.
Yeah, great question. So there's two segments to the market today, right? There is the normal CTC tea, as you mentioned, the Tatas, Brook Bonds, Red Labels, all of that. And then there's the premium tea bags or normal tea bags. We are going to be in the segment of loose leaves. We will be, our box, our packaging is actually comparable to a Brook Bond or a Red Label or a Tata. Our price point also, as far as the per box goes, the size also will be comparable. So what I'm trying to say is 250 gram of a Red Label or a Yellow Label or a Tata, 250 gram box. Our 100 gram box of tea will be almost same size as that. In fact, a little bit bigger even, because loose leaf tea takes more space. And our pricing will be commensurate to that as well. Maybe about a 20% premium to the CTC tea, if you say from a size value perspective. To give you perspective, our pricing is, let's say, about 400 rupees per box or 450 rupees per box, depending on the flavor. Each box makes about 50 cups of tea minimum. You can easily make more, depends on your variant. I'm saying even if you put 2 full grams per tea, you will still make 50 cups. And that comes to a cost per cup of about 8 rupees or 9 rupees. On an average, the tea bag today per tea bag sells between 8 to 12 rupees in India. So our tea is actually comparable to a tea bag. In fact, slightly cheaper to tea bag, definitely cheaper than the premium tea bags, but it is definitely more expensive than the CTC tea. The gap is so big and we are like fitting in nicely in that gap.
Very, very important. And when you do tea with the milk and sugar, you have to also add the cost of milk and sugar.
Absolutely.
So essentially, when you have a cup to cup comparison, then it will not be too far. One, you're getting a healthier cup of tea, and also doing that. Abni, you want to add something? You were saying something.
I want to say that we are very excited at this because, you know, people like us the families who've been doing this for so many years, they already have a very large market for this tea abroad. But we are consciously wanting to get this to India to make people realize that we are the evolved Indian and we deserve this. It's not that we are letting go of our forward contracts and our export business and still wanting to get it here to India, to get this product here, to make people realize. And that sentiment, that thing is right now growing in the country, that this is required. We deserve our good products. So that sentiment is something that will be communicated across all our marketing efforts also, which will also induce trial and make people realize that this is something that should be given a chance.
I also want to add, I have seen commodities in India upgrade over the last 5 years like never before. I left to go to the US in 2014. I came back in 18 and the entire retail product portfolio had changed. Suddenly there was a Himalayan, there is a Puro salt. It's selling at 100 rupees a kg. 20 rupees per kg is what Tata Salt sells at, 5 times. It's growing exponentially. Why? Because they are saying there is a benefit to it. There is A2 milk, which is suddenly growing because people are like, nahi, abhi A2 milk, we have to have A2 milk. It is better for health. There is ethical, things involved with that. There is whole wheat. Whole wheat has become a category norm now. Whole anything actually is a very powerful word, we feel. And we want to do the same thing in tea. If you are having whole wheat bread, which is better for health, you should have whole leaf tea because it is better for health.
Sure. So there is always in three segments which would come in any kind of a new product which creates its own category. While black tea is already very popular, everybody's having. So first adopters would be people who are having black tea but not enjoying great quality, and they would come there. The second adopter would be people who having something else because they're conscious. Like for example, green tea.
Yes.
Now green tea is not natural palate to Indians.
Yes.
It's not at all natural. A lot of people have green tea, especially women have green tea because they're conscious about their health. And even you go to somebody's office, they would start asking you green tea because they feel that most of the times this most healthier option and you can really try that. A lot of people start avoiding milk-based and sugar-based teas. And a lot of people actually don't like it, including me. I don't like green tea because I feel that it's not to the palate which you would have. And that has become an exponential category purely from what Aditya was saying, health benefit. Because of health benefit, not by the taste benefit, it has become a very large category. Almost everybody is selling a green tea in the market. And if you give these people who are having something which they don't enjoy to something they can enjoy with the equal amount of health benefit, that's a huge amount of a shift market.
It reminds me, Gaurav, of one consumer, out of the 350 consumers, one consumer basically told me, green tea to औषधि है ना, मतलब वो तो लेना है, क्या कर सकते हैं? So that actually made us feel that you don't have to give up on taste if you want to become healthier. And today, Indian does not want to settle.
It's also a lot of marketing that was done for green tea. The entire marketing concentrate of green tea was that you're healthier, it's wellness, it's aushadhi. So, once we start putting this up along with the benefit of taste, this industry is going to, it has the potential to overtake green tea really, really fast.
Sure, absolutely. And that's where the great shift market happens in India. India is a very large market already been there. And this market has moved up the premium. People wanted a better product for everything. Like the biggest thing is commodities in India is milk. जो 10 लाख करोड़ की इंडस्ट्री है, 10 लाख करोड़ की दूध की इंडस्ट्री है इंडिया के अंदर. अगर आप आज देखें तो 30-40 रुपए से लीटर से लेकर 200 रुपए लीटर तक दूध हिंदुस्तान में मिल रहा है. And people have preferences of doing A2 or a different kind of entire thing. So there's a companies which are giving you that kind of a structure. So consumer is widened now their choices and they're becoming more conscious what they want to consume. It has 4 opportunities. Now I'm getting into specific into opportunities, 4 opportunities of distribution very clearly. One is a HoReCa opportunity, very big opportunity where you are part of hotels, restaurants and catering. And especially all the star hotels have in-room immunity also, and they use it for that. It's a very big opportunity. If somebody has experience in HoReCa, wants to add that, it would become a very strong part. Modern trade is the first adopter to this because they get a good shelf life. And Aditya and team has a phenomenal launch plan also. So every market they would enter, they would do a lot of activations to launch the brand. Say, for example, we launch into Delhi NCR, and you tie up with the Modern Bazaar. Modern Bazaar has 30 point of sales. All point of sales, we will do a lot of activations to make sure that your product has an offtake. A good part is once you have this, you become a subscriber. The problem I've been facing personally, that I used to pick up teas from the world wherever I used to travel. Anywhere I'm going, I will pick up the tea. Now, next time, where do I get that? So there is no consistency. You don't follow that. And why your red labels will not leave your kitchens? Because they are consistent. They get from the same place you buy every time. Yes. Otherwise, you would go to one day to Fab India for shopping your fashion, and then you find some nice tea of Organic India, you pick it up and bring it to your home. But next time when you go to your regular supermarket, you don't find there. So there is also a big consistency of a product which is available in the right price, and the packaging and the distribution environment which is there. So very, very clearly, modern trade is a second big focus. And the third would be subsequently, which is the large volume business, is general trade, which would be also backed by a lot of pull marketing, which needs to be done. Another category which is also very strong, and a lot of people want to do that if they are already doing it, is online. While the company started launch their product directly, but there are many channels now online has. It's not only the Amazon and the Flipkarts of the likes of them. There are multiple other channels that you have. So if you are also interested to build your online business, for example, you are already doing some gourmet food online and you want to also add this as a category, that also an option available. So partnerships are at multiple levels depending on where somebody would be, but it's very also important that you have some experience behind it. It's also very, very important because distribution is not everybody's subject unless and until you have some form of experience which is available. So I will start with key markets which you would have focus. Aditya, if you want to really talk about some markets which you do that, while we have discussed in length, but in the some markets which you are immediately looking to enter.
Yeah, so immediately we would start with tier 1 purely because of the presence of the modern trades, right? So we would be looking at the Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore belt for sure. But on top of that, we feel there's a lot of opportunity in Pune, Ahmedabad, Surat even, and Hyderabad. These are the other 4 cities which should come after that. Then Punjab, there's Ludhiana, Chandigarh. These are growing. One city I definitely want to point out, which is Calcutta. Already is a big consumer of black tea. It's a huge opportunity there because today the black tea there is not available like this in a cool form or a cool avatar on the shelf consistently. It is being sourced from here and there, and it's like the city is already consuming huge amounts of black tea. So Calcutta would be a focus. So top 8 cities, as we call it, we are certainly looking to enter, and then strategically picking and choosing where we feel, if there's an interesting opportunity in even a tier 2 city, which is growing in disposable income, we are open to looking at that collaboration.
Absolutely. And Sonia, you want to pick up a few questions in the audience, and there are some enthusiasts also who want to know what is it a first flush or a second flush? I think which Kalpesh Bhai can answer better. And also there are a lot of myths around this also. These are all jargons being used by a lot of, I think Kalpesh Bhai would have actually created some of these jargons himself.
You're on mute. You're on mute.
So he's on mute.
He's on mute.
Maybe
I think
can pick it up.
Can you just tell him that he's on? Yeah.
He's there.
The jargons of first flush and second flush and the autumnal and the rains tea and the autumnal tea, these are specific to the Indian tea industry. In India, the tea is cultivated and grown for 9 months of the year. Starting from March, right up till December, tea is grown and cultivated and produced. In the cold winter months of December and January and February, tea production does not take place. So for obvious reasons, because the tea in India, Northeast India, is grown in the sub-Himalayan terrain
Colder climate,
and colder climate. The winters are quite severe. So tea is cultivated from March till December. The first tea that is starting in March, where we can have the spring, it's called the first flush. Then after that, you have the summer type, the summer variant, where the tea matures and it is a better quality. It's a thicker cup, more luxuriant taste. That is the second flush. This goes, then we have after the second flush, you have the rains from say July, August. That's the rains quality. And then last is the autumn. When the October, the festival season starts and there's a bit of nip in the air, the weather changes, and that is the autumnal character. But basically, as a brand, as a fearless brand, our endeavor is to see that we supply consistently the same quality of tea around the year. And that is our expertise. I have, as I have said earlier, been in the marketing of tea as well as producing tea. So Main our job is to see that we give consistent, fresh, uniform quality to our clients.
To
And
just add in, I think there was
our-
a question by Mr. Gupta about is it first flush or second flush? To be clear, the tea we have put in this packet is 100% second flush. In fact, it has been chosen from our best gardens, Hathi Ali, Panitola, Daisajan, which is all exported until now. We have literally diverted these teas and put it in our own packet. So these were the tippy second flush teas, you know, the TGFOPs, TGFOP1s. These are all, again, industry jargons. But we are focusing on using the best second flush teas. However, as Sir is pointing out, it as a grower, we know that it is more about consistency than about flush.
Absolutely.
And when we are introducing our brand in our country, our first choice will be to give whatever the best quality of tea that our company grows, to supply and distribute it all around the year, the same quality and the best quality. So most of it will be from the second flush in our brands.
Yes.
Excellent. Over to you, Sonia, for your questions.
Well, questions from the audience, while we've covered a lot on the quality and the legacy, I like to pick the question which is around the various channels that we have talked about, including modern trade, online, and typically what is the investment that we are considering, and would these be independent channels to maybe one big partner, which means if you're looking at, say, general trade, we have one big partner for a bigger region. How are these areas or these channels demarcated, and what is the typical investment size we're looking at? Is that based on some kind of potential that we see in those markets? So something on those lines, if you can maybe give a little sense on.
Yeah, so I would say it would be, as you rightly said, Sonia ma'am, it would be based on potential of the market, right? So we would do sort of a size of market analysis and then figure out that if obviously there are pin code based exclusive distribution, then there would be certain amount of volume we would expect to be picked up. And those details we will talk about when we have a case-to-case basis. But rest assured, because the item is a commodity like tea, volume will be important as we think about how we think about distribution and exclusivity for distributor in certain pin codes. There isn't a limit that we have kept in investment required. I think it will be a discussion on a case-to-case basis. So we can figure out, do we want to share sales resources? Is it only going to be ours? What pin codes will you take versus not? So I think that will be a more individual case discussion.
Sure. I think we would then need maybe one-to-one discussion with prospective investors who are exploring, and we can customize based on the location, based on the opportunity they're seeking, and maybe most importantly, their own profiles and their own experience of handling maybe a product like this or the industry at large. Another question which I'll pick, which is on the shelf life. It is a question from Mr. Mr. Sachin Roth. He's asking on maybe a comparison between the shelf life of whole leaf tea and how is that different to the regular CTC tea that we have.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good question. In fact, the shelf life of whole leaf tea is 2 full years at least. The beauty about shelf life from our standpoint is because we are growing this tea, shelf life for us is starting, shelf life for any tea starts when it is made in the garden level. But the time between garden level to packing for us will hardly be a month or two. And as Mr. Maria said, in fact, for most players, it is not even 9 months. It is between 12 to 15 months because they are sourcing, mixing, blending, storing. So we almost have a 1 year benefit than most other players. And so our tea actually does not get, there's nothing that happens to it for up to 3 years. But officially, we are starting with a 2-year shelf life for the whole leaf tea.
Okay, all right. I'll take one of the questions from our partner, Mr. Jagdish Ji. He's asked on the opportunity if we have MP in Chhattisgarh, the regions which are open for appointing a partner, because we talked about bigger tier 1 location. So it's kind of understanding if these two states would also be something that can be considered as a potential for partnership.
Yeah, we are open. Like we said, Central India is absolutely, we can absolutely think about it. In fact, in some of the small campaigns we have run, we have actually seen online a lot of queries coming from Central India.
Yeah.
So MP, MP, Chhattisgarh, UP, we are definitely looking. We will have to, like I said, I think, look on a case-to-base basis, have a discussion with the distributor, how much volume we are looking at. As far as support, we are open to providing sales support, promotions, and promoters in store. There will be danglers, hangings that have to be given to our retail partners. We will be obviously running campaigns for pull marketing, whether it is online, whether it is with celebrities. We can think about newspapers, TVCs. So that is the pull marketing standpoint. But as far as distributor will go, we will be discussing the sales support that will be given. It could be shared with the distributor or it could be our side. Again, it is more about the opportunity that we see from the distributor.
Great. And friends, what I will also request, because we have questions primarily on, how we can partner. And my suggestion would be if we can get into independent discussions with everyone based on the opportunity locations they are considering. And we can perhaps keep maybe a discovery day where we can have one-to-one independent discussions with all our prospective investors. And that could be sometime this week or the subsequent, maybe the next week, which is coming up. And we can fix up a date. I like to also add, like Kalpesh Bhai had also mentioned, tea, needless to say, it's the most consumed beverage after water. It has a very universal appeal. And it's a part of our everyday life. And we have been consuming, especially people who have been traveling abroad, they have been consuming tea, bringing a lot of home produced tea from all these international markets. And today we have an opportunity to partner, which at the same time also gives us an opportunity to be a part of a category which is about to, become a big category. So anybody who's keen, comes from relevant experience, we'll be happy to explore one-to-one discussion with every prospective investor. And before we close, Kalpesh Bhai, Avani and Aditya, I'll request if there's something that you want to maybe give as a message to the entire audience who's listening, both live and also on the webinar.
I think I'll give one message. I feel like we are on the precipice. We are on the cusp of what it was green tea about 7 years ago. And that opportunity is starting now. It is about how and who gets in on it in our mind, because this product is everywhere. It is just not in India. It's a matter of time. If black coffee has already entered, this will certainly enter. So I would pass that excitement on to our partners and hope that we can grow quickly in this category together.
Partnering with us will give us and our partners the first movers advantage, because if not us, definitely the next in line, but it has to be us because we have the first source, we grow it.
Absolutely. Kalpesh Bhai, anything?
The black tea that we are offering, I would say not just because it is our company's product, and we will always say it's a good product, of course. But again, the introduction of this product in our country will be a unique opportunity, because seriously, over so many years, black tea, orthodox black tea has not been promoted in our country for obvious reasons. Earlier, tea was more or less of a staple drink where the ordinary man just had this chai with milk and sugar and a piece of bread or some biscuits, and that would be part of his midday meal. It was more of a staple. But in today's world, the consumer has become quite savvy. The middle class has grown in our country. People want good produce. We never saw this, what products have come in our market in the last 10, 15 years. They were not there when, say, in the 80s or in the 90s, or even up till 2000. But today, the consumer is very, very savvy. He is health conscious. And again, with the health, you get the kick of the tea, because after all, this is a beverage, and the human beings require the beverage. The caffeine content in coffee is not good for the human body, but the caffeine in the tea, definitely it's not harmful, and it will go a long way Black Orthodox tea will go a long way and become every person's household drink. We are starting this in 2021, but I am quite confident over the period, this will become a very important beverage.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I'm a classic example of this. I've been
Yes,
the subscriber,
certainly. I agree with you.
first subscriber of Fearless Tea, and now I've shifted. I was a big black coffee drinker and bought all the fancy machines from the world and to have my own black coffee. But I have shifted. It is much easier to shift to Fearless than having this black coffee. Black coffee is not good for your blood pressure and other things which happens. And tea is good, and you can have multiple times. So friends, if you are in the distribution business or you have some kind of ability, strength, they are a great produce. They're a great product, great family business. And now very clearly they're looking to create a phenomenal category to times to come. It's always good to join an opportunity when it is ready to happen. This is already started to happen, and you will see in times to come a black tea would be there. And we'll always remember Aditya, you coming on and launching on the International Tea Day, the black tea revolution in this country.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Over
you
to you,
so much.
Sonia.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is lovely. Cheers, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And like you mentioned, we like to have discussions with all the interested partners where we can have one-to-one discussions aligned. And friends, we'll intimate you on the day. And also our teams at Franchise India will reach out to everybody. We'll share the presentation and any information that you seek before we bring you on these calls. And now, can I request you, Archana, to kindly take over for the closing remarks?
Sure. So Sonia ma'am, we have fixed 28th of May, which is Friday with Aditya yesterday as a discovery day. So we invite all our friends to please book your slot for Discovery Day, where you have chance to meet and have one-to-one interaction with Aditya, which is 28th of May. So thank you so much, Kalpesh Bhai. Thank you so much, Avni. Thank you so much, Aditya, for joining us today to launch your product on our platform. We would like to thank Gaurav sir. All the dear participants, please do reach out to us at our business hotline number, which is 97176-83838. We request you to join us on different social platforms. Do share your suggestion and feedback, because that will help us in serving you in best of the manner. Also connect Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am at their respective LinkedIn IDs. And today, under 30 days, 30 cities shows, we want to invite you for Nagpur chapter, which will start at 7 p.m. We are bringing top 5 international and national brands for you so that you can get their understanding about business model and select the right franchise for you. So please do registration at business hotline number so that you get a confirmation mail from our side. And tomorrow it's Saturday, and Saturday is always a special day for us because we try to bring different brands under one category. Tomorrow we are bringing 7 different brands under low cost opportunity where you can start your business as low as 1.5 lakh rupees. So please do registration for both the webinars. One is happening today at 7 p.m. and tomorrow 12 p.m. Thank you so much once again for joining in today. Have a very safe day. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.